All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is T Bird, and today we're going to be talking about UFC 273. Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling, or as I like to call him, Paper Champ. Amzat Chimaev versus Gilbert Burns, and how I think it'll be an upset victory. And Volkanovski versus the Korean Zombie. Okay, we'll start in order. We'll go with Burns and Hamzat. Anyone who knows UFC or frankly MMA has heard Hamzat Chimaev's name by now. Guy's a rising star in the organization. He's number 11 ranked. He's an absolute beast. His grappling game is on point. He can stand up and fight. So far, he's undefeated. He has 5 or 6 fights, but I don't think all of them are in UFC. I could be wrong on that. Gilbert Burns, number 2 ranked welterweight. A lot of people suspect he's going to lose because Chimaev is everyone he's fought, he's mauled. Hasn't been close by any definition of the word. But me personally, I think Chimaev is going to get cocky and underestimate Burns and slip up, which is a very unpopular opinion. Not many people are going for Burns. The only person I've seen that said they think Burns is going to win is Bilal Muhammad, which I believe is another fighter, but regardless, it's a very unpopular opinion that not many people share because everyone thinks that Hamzat's going to be the next welterweight champion eventually. Uh Now I will say we did get some news. If Hamzat wins, they're going to look to set him up with Colby Covington. Now I greatly want to see that fight. So, well, that would be an upside to Hamzat winning. I think that a lot of people are going to be upset and surprised, and Burns is going to come out and show the world what he's capable of. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, Hamzat's a beast. He's mauling people left and right. He won 2 fights within a 10-day period. It was ridiculous. Now, the co-main event, Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling. Like I said, I like to call Aljamain Paper Champ because everyone knows that was the most illegitimate championship win anyone has ever seen. Ever. No one, no one respects that win. Not even he respects that win. Regardless of what he says or says it was an illegal knee. Yes, it was an illegal knee. It was rolled that way by the ref. I agree with the call. I think he got confused with Aljamain's hands. If you go back and you watch it, Aljamain, it looked like his hands and his knees up, were coming up. And I think Jan rushed it. Now, I don't think there's a chance in this world Aljamain beats Peter Yan. Not a chance. I see Jan picking him apart piece by piece like he did in the first fight. He was winning that fight. Aljamain's out here saying, oh, he was ahead in that fight. Not even his own corner. In their hearts. Not even him deep down knows he wasn't winning that fight. If it weren't for that knee, he would not be champion. He is the definition of a paper champ who got it handed to him. I'm not saying he's a terrible fighter. I'm just saying he's no Peter Yan. That dude's striking is some of the most technical striking we have ever seen. It is flawless. He is definition of precision striking. Doesn't mess around. He doesn't try to do any highlights, really. He's smart with his striking. His ground game, also phenomenal. He's an all-around well-balanced fighter. In the fight versus Corey Sandhagen, for example, those spinning attacks he has with the spinning elbow and the spinning back fist. This ain't Ben Askren, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't no spinning back fist of doom as a meme. Alright? Because everyone knows Ben Askren sucks. Unless it's wrestling, and even then, probably sucks now, bum hip, whatever. Regardless. Jan's ground game's good. So if Aljamain can get him down, Jan can get up. If Aljamain gets him in a submission, I think Jan can get out of it. I don't see a particular area where Aljamain is better or stronger than Peter Yan. I just don't think there is a aspect or part of it where he's superior at all. Main event. Alexander Volkanovski versus Korean Zombie. Originally supposed to be Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway 3. I wanted to see that fight. I was excited for that fight. Still excited for this one, but I have my doubts. Okay, because don't get me wrong, Korean Zombie is a legend in the sport. But look what Brian Ortega did to him. Brian Ortega is not known for a stand-up game. Yet he knocked Korean Zombie out with some clean hooks. And then he just took him apart. That's a concern for Korean Zombie. It has to be. Because Volkanovski beat Brian Ortega. Something he was unable to do. That was a phenomenal fight. UFC 266. Arguably one of the best fights of 2021. Phenomenal fight. Anyway, I see Volkanovski winning this fairly easily. Except for the fact that he is being coached by Henry Cejudo. My original prediction for UFC 270, if you remember, it was Moreno was going to beat Figueiredo. Obviously, that didn't happen. He was trained by Cejudo, former double champ, which is rarefied air. Flyweight, bantamweight champ at the same time. Legend in the sport. He helped Figueiredo pull off that upset. I think that is the only thing that would scare me if I'm Volkanovski's camp. So his coaches. Now I'd like to take a moment here to say that Henry Cejudo and what's the other guy's name? Sean O'Malley are pieces of garbage. Now, I know, journalistic integrity, whatever. One, I'm not a real journalist. Two, I don't care. Listen to me. You do not offer to corner someone when their corner cannot make it, accept the job, so he isn't looking for anyone else, and then not even a whole week before the fight, pull out. I don't know what he's doing now. He might just have found 3 people on the street and said, "Hey, I need you to come hold my stool and give me water." He's got no one now because of those 2 dirty tricks. Now, O'Malley is obviously fighting in that division and has talked about fighting Jan in the past, so I thought that was weird. Sounds like a conspiracy, but maybe that was his plan, to sabotage him. Because if I'm Sean O'Malley, I'll take Aljamain Sterling over Peter Yan on every day of the week. Now, back to the main event. Volkanovski is a stud. Former rugby player, which I think gives him great cardio, great resilience. He's a fighter. Um, he, I don't think, gets all the respect he deserves. I think that he is often underestimated. Um, Maybe, probably less so after UFC 266. But still, not the most respected champion in the world, which is just total crap. Um, yeah, I see Volkanovski winning it in 3 tops. I see Jan winning it in 2 tops. Burns by decision. I don't think he'll knock Chimaev out if he does win, or submission. I don't see that happening. Anyway, that is my analysis and prediction for UFC 273. If you have any disagreements with me or have something to add, please write it down in the comments section, and I will do my best to reply. And we'll have a discussion about it because I believe that as I'm starting to try to grow this thing, I have to connect with people, and I can't connect with people if I don't talk with them. So please let me know what you think, and good night.